Learn and grow your thinking. Social Studies. Primary School Living Examination 13. We should follow the following steps for great results. Roman figure number 1. Read the question or problem. Roman figure number 2. Find the solutions to the question or problem. Roman figure number 3. Circle the letter of the correct answer for all the questions. 1. Which tribe was the first inhabitants of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. Baye. B. Babirwa. C. Baharero. D. Basarwa. The answer is D. Basarwa. Reason being, the Basarwa are considered the first inhabitants of Botswana, known for their hunter-gatherer lifestyle before other tribes settled in the area. 2. Which of the following is a Thanksgiving ceremony for Botswana after the harvest season? A. Digafela. B. Letsma. C. Majiko. D. Molalitsa. The answer is A. Digafela. Reason being, Digafela is a traditional Thanksgiving ceremony celebrated by Botswana after the harvest season. 3. What do the three cogwheels in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana coat of arms represent? A. Wildlife. B. Industries. C. Agriculture. D. Cattle farming. The answer is B. Industries. Reason being, the three cogwheels in Botswana's coat of arms symbolize industries, representing the country's commitment to industrial development. 4. Which of the following is a way of promoting peace in the family? A. Respecting one another. B. Favoring some people. C. Listening to elders only. D. Obeying set laws. The answer is A. Respecting one another. Reason being, promoting peace in the family involves mutual respect, understanding, and cooperation among family members. 5. Which of the following is a social importance of culture? A. Promoting norms. B. Attracting tourists. C. Generating income. D. Creating employment. The answer is A. Promoting norms. Reason being, culture helps to promote social norms and values, guiding how people behave and interact within a society. 6. How can high population benefit a country? A. By increasing wages. B. By decreasing crime rate. C. By providing more labor. D. By increasing service delivery. The answer is C. By providing more labor. Reason being, a high population can benefit a country by providing a larger workforce to support economic growth. 7. Which of the following is a role of a family in protecting the environment? A. Practicing monoculture. B. Practicing afforestation. C. Cultivating the soil. D. Irrigating crops. The answer is B. Practicing afforestation. Reason being, families help protect the environment by planting trees in brackets. Afforestation, which helps combat deforestation and soil erosion. Use the information below to answer question 8. Gerald comes from a country where human rights of citizens are respected and protected. Citizens are free to oppose or criticize the government whenever they feel something is not done according to the set rules. 8. Which form of government is described above? A. Dictatorship. B. Democracy. C. Theocracy. D. Monarchy. The answer is B. Democracy. Reason being, the description fits democracy where citizens have freedom to express opinions and criticize the government within set laws. 9. Which of the following documents is not needed during voting in Botswana? A. Voter's roll. B. Registration card. C. National passport. D. National identity card. The answer is C. National passport. Reason being, a national passport is not required for voting. The voter's roll, registration card, and national ID are used to verify eligibility. 10. Which of the following institutions is responsible for conducting a referendum? A. Ombudsman. B. The Motherlands of Africa, Botswana Police Service. C. Independent Electoral Commission. D. Directorate on Corruption and Economic Crime. The answer is C. Independent Electoral Commission. Reason being, the Independent Electoral Commission is responsible for organizing and conducting referendums and elections in Botswana. 11. Which of the following Setswana sayings show that Kosi is responsible for his people? A. Molea Kosi Oae Idela. B. Kosi Thipa Sega Malutsi. C. Mafoko e Kosi e Agil Wamosaka. D. Kosi Thodobolo o Alala Matlakala. The answer is C. Mafoko e Skosi e Agil Wamosaka. Reason being, this saying means, the words of the chief are respected, showing that Askosi in brackets, Chief is responsible and accountable to his people. Read the information below and use it to answer question 12. The government of Botswana wants to revise certain articles in the constitution to give people living with disability more access to political leadership. 12. Which process can the government use to get the views of the general public on the issue stated above? A. Referendum. B. By-elections. C. General elections. D. Primary elections. The answer is A. Referendum. Reason being, a referendum is a process used to consult the public directly on important constitutional changes or issues. 13. Which of the following land in the motherlands of Africa has experienced civil unrest between 1990 and 2010? A. Angola. B. Zambia. C. Mauritius. D. Malawi. The answer is A. Angola. Reason being, Angola experienced prolonged civil unrest and conflict between 1990 and 2010, unlike the other listed countries. 14. Which of the following would be an effect of rural-urban migration on rural areas? A. High crime rate. B. Shortage of land. C. Shortage of labor. D. Overuse of resources. The answer is C. Shortage of labor. Reason being, when people migrate from rural to urban areas often experience a shortage of labor for farming and other activities. 15. How can one deal with racism? A. By cooperating with non-citizens. B. By uniting people from the same tribe. C. By tolerating people of different colors. D. By having a sense of belonging to a tribe. The answer is C. By tolerating people of different colors. Reason being, dealing with racism involves tolerance, acceptance, and respect for people regardless of their race or color. Use the map of Africa below to answer questions 16 to 21. 16. What is the location of Angola using lines of latitude and longitude? A. 6 degrees south, 17 degrees south and 13 degrees east, 24 degrees east. B. 6 degrees east, 17 degrees east and 13 degrees south, 24 degrees south. C. 13 degrees east, 24 degrees east and 6 degrees south, 17 degrees south. D. 13 degrees south, 24 degrees south and 6 degrees east, 17 degrees east. The answer is D. 13 degrees south, 24 degrees south and 6 degrees east, 17 degrees east. Reason being, the motherlands of Africa, Angola is located between latitudes 13 degrees south and 6 degrees south, and longitudes 17 degrees east and 24 degrees east on the map. 17. What would be the time in Alexandria if it is 1000 hours in Tunis? A. 1100 hours. B. 1000 hours. C. 900 hours. D. 800 hours. The answer is A. 1100 hours. Reason being, Alexandria is approximately 15 degrees east, while Tunis is about 10 degrees east. The time difference is about 1 hour ahead for Alexandria. 18. What is the direction of the motherlands of Africa, Ethiopia from the motherlands of Africa, Angola? A. Southwest. B. Southeast. C. Northwest. D. Northeast. The answer is D. Northeast. Reason being, Ethiopia is located northeast of Angola on the map. 19. What is the name of the ocean marked Q? A. Indian Ocean. B. Pacific Ocean. C. Atlantic Ocean. D. South Atlantic Ocean. The answer is C. Atlantic Ocean. Reason being, the ocean marked Q on the west coast of the motherlands of Africa is the Atlantic Ocean. 20. What is the straight line distance from Lusaka to Dodoma? A. 1400 km. B. 1000 km. C. 1400 meter. D. 1000 meter. The answer is A. 1400 km. Reason being, straight line distance from Lusaka to Dodoma. Lusaka in brackets, Zambia, to Dodoma in brackets, Tanzania, is about 1400 km by straight line on the map. 21. Which city is marked P? A. Maputo. B. Harare. C. Durban. D. Lilongwe. The answer is B. Harare. Reason being, the city marked P is located in the southern part of Africa near Zimbabwe and Mozambique. Harare is the capital of Zimbabwe, close to this region. 22. Which of the following problems is faced by manufacturing industries in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. High rate of skilled labor. B. High unemployment rate. C. High prices of goods. D. High cost of utilities. The answer is D. High cost of utilities. Reason being, high cost of utilities in brackets. Electricity, water, is a common challenge for industries. The graphs below show annual rainfall and temperature for Namib Desert in the motherlands of Africa, Namibia. Use it to answer question 23 and 24. 23. Which month received the lowest amount of rainfall? A. December. B. January. C. February. D. October. The answer is B. January. Reason being, the graph shows the lowest rainfall around January. 24. What is the general relationship between rainfall and temperature throughout the year? A. The cooler months are wet. B. The coldest months are dry. C. The warmer months are dry. D. The coldest months are wet. The answer is C. The warmer months are dry. Reason being, in the Namib Desert, the warmer months coincide with dry periods. 25. Which document officially identifies Botswana when they are outside the country? A. National Identity Card. B. National Passport. C. Birth Certificate. D. Driver's License. The answer is B. National Passport. Reason being, passport is the official travel and identification document internationally. 26. Which ministry is responsible for protecting life and property in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. Local Government and Rural Development. B. Environment and Tourism. C. Labor and Home Affairs. D. Defense and Security. The answer is D. Defense and Security. Reason being, Defense and Security Ministry handles protection of life and property. 27. Which of the following traditional duties of a chief has changed? A. Ruling Morafe. B. Allocating land. C. Chairing Kgotla meetings. D. Making decisions for Morafe. The answer is B. Allocating land. Reason being, allocating land is increasingly regulated by government laws, not just chiefs. 28. Why did the British agree to make Bechuanaland their protectorate? A. To expand their kingdom. B. To secure the road to the north. C. To give those in Bechuanaland power. D. To increase market for product from Bechuanaland. The answer is B. To secure the road to the north. Reason being, to secure the route to the north in brackets, like access to other colonies. 29. How did the British protection benefit Botswana? A. They abolished Bojel and Bagwera. B. They learned how to read and write. C. They were saved from the Boers. D. Their land became popular. The answer is C. They were saved from the Boers. Reason being, protection saved Botswana from Boers, invasion and conflicts. 30. Which of the following factors determine the method of mining to be used? A. Quality of the ore. B. Quantity of the ore. C. Price of the mineral. D. Depth of the ore deposit. The answer is D. Depth of the ore deposit. Reason being, depth of ore deposit affects whether surface or underground mining is used. 31. Why was CEDA formed in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. To create jobs for foreigners. B. To create industries in rural areas. C. To give loans to citizens to start businesses. D. To export goods and services to other countries. The answer is C. To give loans to citizens to start businesses. Reason being, CEDA in brackets. Citizen Entrepreneur Development Agency provides financial support to citizens to promote entrepreneurship and business development. 32. How can the impact of pollution from sources of energy be reduced? A. By using only ships and airplanes as modes of transport. B. By utilizing non-renewable sources of energy. C. By using renewable sources of energy. D. By increasing the number of industries. The answer is C. By using renewable sources of energy. Reason being, renewable energy sources like solar and wind produce less pollution compared to fossil fuels. 33. Which of the following natural resources is renewable? A. Coal. B. Solar. C. Gold. D. Copper. The answer is B. Solar. Reason being, solar energy is renewable as it is naturally replenished by the sun. 34. Population growth can be controlled by A. Encouraging early marriage. B. Using family planning methods. C. Allowing polygamous marriages. D. Preventing rural to urban migration. The answer is B. Using family planning methods. Reason being, family planning helps regulate birth rates and control population growth. 35. Which role does transport play in the development of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana's economy? A. It helps to improve the country's relations with other countries. B. It helps to market the country's products internationally. C. It improves access to all parts of the country. D. It improves the country's skilled labor. The answer is C. It improves access to all parts of the country. Reason being, efficient transport connects different regions, facilitating trade, services, and economic growth. 36. Which national principle is directly promoted by the establishment of backyard gardens across the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. Self-reliance. B. Democracy. C. Botho. D. Unity. The answer is A. Self-reliance. Reason being, backyard gardens encourage people to grow their own food, promoting independence. 37. How do businesses in the informal sector help the economy of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana to grow? A. By paying income tax. B. By paying customs duty. C. By creating employment. D. By bringing in foreign exchange. The answer is C. By creating employment. Reason being, informal businesses provide jobs and income to many people, boosting the economy. 38. Which economic activity helped Kasane to develop into a town? A. Manufacturing. B. Tourism. C. Farming. D. Mining. The answer is B. Tourism. Reason being, Kasane grew due to its location near tourist attractions like Chobe National Park. 39. How can subsistence arable farmers help to reduce soil erosion? A. By cultivating the soil regularly. B. By plowing across the slope. C. By adding fertilizers to the soil. D. By growing one crop across years. The answer is B. By plowing across the slope. Reason being, contour plowing prevents soil from washing away by following the land's natural slope. Study the method of mining shown below and use it to answer questions 40 to 42. A picture of a land dug on an opening mine. 40. Which method of mining is used in the picture? A. Shaft mining. B. Box cut mining. C. Open pit mining. D. Borehole mining. The answer is C. Open pit mining. Reason being, the image shows a large open excavation, characteristic of open pit mining. 41. Which mineral is mined using the method of mining shown in the picture? A. Salt ore. Soda ash. B. Copper ore. Nickel. C. Diamond. D. Coal. The answer is A. Salt ore. Soda ash. Reason being, open pit mining is commonly used to extract minerals like salt and soda ash, which are found near the surface. 42. Which of the following is likely to be an impact resulting from the method of mining shown in the picture? A. Land pollution. B. Land degradation. C. Flooding of the mine. D. Displacement of animals. The answer is B. Land degradation. Reason being, open pit mining disturbs the land surface, leading to degradation and loss of fertile soil. 43. How does the existence of wild animals benefit the economy of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. It promotes sustainable agriculture. B. It leads to an increase in skilled personnel. C. It brings foreign exchange through tourism. D. It promotes peaceful relations between countries. The answer is C. It brings foreign exchange through tourism. Reason being, wildlife tourism attracts visitors, generating foreign income and boosting the economy. 44. Which of the following is an environmental problem that may be caused by a large elephant population? A. Soil erosion. B. Land pollution. C. Destruction of property. D. Destruction of vegetation. The answer is D. Destruction of vegetation. Reason being, elephants feed on trees and plants, often damaging vegetation and changing habitats. Use the picture below and use it to answer question 45. A picture of a Zulu tribe lady. 45. Which element of culture is shown in the picture? A. Customs. B. Traditions. C. Beliefs. D. Dress. The answer is D. Dress. Reason being, the image depicts traditional clothing, which is part of a community's cultural dress. Use the information provided to answer questions 46 and 47. Masego went for further studies at a place where it was always raining. While there, Masego was advised to wear mostly light clothes. 46. In which world environment zone would the described place be found? A. Equatorial. B. Mediterranean. C. Monsoon. D. Savanna. The answer is A. Equatorial. Reason being, the equatorial zone is characterized by heavy rainfall and warm temperatures, hence the need for light clothing. 47. Which of the following climatic characteristics is true about the area? A. It is cold throughout the year. B. It is hot throughout the year. C. It rains only in summer. D. It rains only in winter. The answer is B. It is hot throughout the year. Reason being, equatorial climates are generally warm year-round with frequent rain. 48. What is the importance of tourism in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. It creates employment for local people. B. It produces goods for export to Europe. C. It is the main source of government income. D. It discourages people from conserving the environment. The answer is A. It creates employment for local people. Reason being, tourism provides jobs directly in hospitality, guiding, and indirectly through service industries. Use the map of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana provided below to answer questions 49 to 51. Source: adapted from Botswana, A Physical, Socia, and Economic Geography. By R. M. K. Silitshena, G. McLeod, Longman, 1989. 49. Which economic activity is mostly practiced in the area marked Y? A. Mining. B. Tourism. C. Lumbering. D. Manufacturing. The answer is B. Tourism. Reason being, the area marked Y is near Okavango Delta, a famous wildlife and tourism hotspot in Botswana. 50. People living in the area marked X are able to practice mixed farming because the area A. has perennial rivers that people use for irrigation. B. has no pests and diseases affecting crops. C. receives the highest amount of rainfall. D. has the most fertile soils. The answer is A. has perennial rivers that people use for irrigation. Reason being, the presence of perennial rivers provides a reliable water source, allowing both crop and livestock farming. 51. Which physical zone is marked Z? A. Desert. B. Hardveld. C. Semi-desert. D. Swamp. The answer is A. Desert. Reason being, the area marked Z is part of the Kalahari Desert, which covers much of southwestern Botswana. It is characterized by sandy soils and arid conditions. 52. What is cultural diversity? A. Knowing about the culture of one's ethnic group. B. Knowing about cultures of different ethnic groups. C. Having different ethnic groups practicing the same culture. D. Having different ethnic groups with different cultures existing side by side. The answer is D. Having different ethnic groups with different cultures existing side by side. Reason being, cultural diversity refers to the presence of various ethnic groups in one area, each with its own unique cultural practices, beliefs, and traditions coexisting together. 53. Which of the following strategies did the British use to colonize Bechuanaland? A. Military force. B. Assimilation. C. Negotiation. D. Protection. The answer is D. Protection. Reason being, the British colonized Bechuanaland through the protectorate system, offering protection against other colonial powers instead of direct military conquest or assimilation. 54. What were the effects of the Mfecane Wars in southern Africa? A. Establishment of new industries. B. Emergence of new powerful states. C. Improvement of agricultural activities. D. Accumulation in wealth by Botswana. The answer is B. Emergence of new powerful states. Reason being, the Mfecane Wars caused widespread displacement and conflict, leading to the rise of new, stronger states in southern Africa as groups consolidated power. 55. Which of the following is a positive effect of international trade on the economy of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. Acquisition of goods at relatively lower prices. B. Acquisition of higher revenue from export of local goods. C. Employment of citizens to manage foreign-owned companies. D. Increased expenditure as the country imports goods of high value. The answer is A. Acquisition of goods at relatively lower prices. Reason being, international trade allows Botswana to import goods at cheaper prices, making products more affordable for consumers and improving the economy. 56. How does the motherlands of Africa, Botswana benefit from being a member of the Southern African Customs Union? A. By paying low customs duty on goods exported to other member states. B. By being excluded from paying customs duty for goods from within Africa. C. By charging high customs duty on goods and services imported from member countries. D. By enjoying free movement of goods and services to and from other member countries. The answer is D. By enjoying free movement of goods and services to and from other member countries. Reason being, membership in the Southern African Customs Union in brackets. SACU allows Botswana to trade freely within member countries without customs barriers, promoting economic growth. Use the information below to answer question 57 and 58. Tebogo owns a commercial cattle farm in a village. 57. Which of the following is a problem that Tebogo is likely to face in her business? A. Competition from subsistence farmers. B. High number of skilled employees. C. Inadequate capital. D. Low utility costs. The answer is C. Inadequate capital. Reason being, one common challenge for commercial farmers like Tebogo is insufficient funds to invest in equipment, livestock, and operations. 58. Tebogo contributes to the economic development of the village by A. Improving social status. B. Producing beef for locals. C. Creating employment in the village. D. Selling cattle for labala to the villagers. The answer is C. Creating employment in the village. Reason being, Tebogo's commercial farm provides jobs to people in the community, contributing to local economic development. Use the information below to answer questions 59 and 60. In country X, candidates are elected into parliament according to the number of votes gained by their parties. If a party gained 30% of parliamentary seats. 59. Which electoral system is used in country X? A. Block vote. B. First past the post. C. Single transferable vote. D. Proportional representation. The answer is D. Proportional representation. Reason being, in proportional representation systems, seats in parliament are allocated based on the percentage of votes each party receives, as described in the scenario. 60. How can the electoral system benefit the country? A. By allowing spoiled ballot papers to be counted. B. By allowing citizens to vote for many candidates. C. By ensuring that different parties stand for elections. D. By offering greater and more representative choice for voters. The answer is D. By offering greater and more representative choice for voters. Reason being, proportional representation allows voters to choose from a wider range of parties, resulting in a more inclusive and representative government.